Hello everyone, my name is Katie. I am the Introverted Reader, and today's video is going to be a review on Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Alarius Sands. However, before I get into the review of this book, I want to express my sadness in what's been happening the last few days. You all watched the news, you all saw what happened to George Floyd, and you're all seeing the demonstrations all around the world, not just in America. And I really cannot be going along with this video because it would be disrespectful of me to not mention it. And I have over 100 subscribers on this channel, and I know that is just a drop in the ocean around here. But I really want to reach out to you guys and let you know that I will be leaving petition links down below. I'll try and leave as many as I can, but my Twitter and my Instagram are down below as well. If you go to my story highlights, I have loads of links in there for you guys to donate, for you to sign a petition. Just do whatever you can, because everyone within the Black Lives Matter movement really needs us right now. And yeah, we all need to be using our voices right now. And even though mine is small, you know, I want to help. I do only wish that I could do more, but here in my little small corner here, I'm going to try my best. Anyway, with that being said, thank you for clicking on this video, and now I'm gonna get on with my review for this amazing, wonderful book that is in my hands. This was our June pick of the month for our Introverted Reader Book Club, and I had such a joy reading this. Like, in spite of all the sadness that's been happening the last lot of days, this book has brought me so much joy. This book is honestly one of the best books that I have read in a long time. Like, it has all these awards, and rightly so, and it deserves so much more. It's basically about these two boys. One's called Aristotle and one's called Dante. And by chance, they happen to meet each other at the local swimming pool, and they become friends. They're both from Mexican families, although Dante, all the way through the book, kind of is going through this like identity crisis when it comes to him being Mexican. Like, it's not like he's ashamed of being Mexican, but he's on the more fairer skin side than some of his other Mexican friends or Mexican counterparts, I guess. And he doesn't really know where he fits. He doesn't really feel Mexican. He feels a little bit like an outsider. And Ari, or Aristotle, he goes by Ari in the book, he is dealing with a lot of depression and a lot of mental health issues. He is dealing with a lot of anger towards his parents because his brother was incarcerated. We don't really know why. Well, we do find out why, but I'm not going to give it away. And his parents have basically just erased his brother from their household. They don't talk about him. There was one scene in the book where he said that he went to his older twin sisters and asked them about the brother, and they immediately were like, don't talk about that. Don't talk about that ever again. And I really felt for Ari in that, because if they all know what happened, he had the right to know what happened as well. Even if they had to wait until he was old enough to understand, they should have told him, or at least, you know, being honest with him in some sense. Although I do understand why, because later on you find out a little bit more about, you know, the parents and stuff like that, which I'm not going to give too much away. But, you know, throughout the book, they just form this amazing bond. And, you know, it's just beautiful the way these two boys, who both seem so lost in their own lives or in their own journeys, are able to find each other and be able to lean on each other. Yes, there are times when they argue. Yes, there are times when they tell each other the F off, or like, I hate you and all that. But in the end, they always seem to like find each other again. And like, that is just so beautiful. There was just, like, the writing in this book was just absolutely beautiful. And I see on the back here there's another book by Benjamin Hilary Sands. He forgot to say goodbye. Not sure what that's about. That looks really deep. But if Benjamin has written anything else or has anything come out recently, let me know, because I really want to read more of his books, because this one was amazing. It was so good. Like, I just adored Aristotle and Dante's relationship. I adored the relationship with their families, and, you know, just Ari, like, because his father is an army veteran, and ever since he got back from Vietnam, it's set in 1987, by the way, so his father went away to Vietnam and, you know, came back and something had changed in him, and Ari was really struggling with his relationship with his father because the two of them didn't really speak all that much to each other. I mean, they would acknowledge each other and stuff like that, but throughout the book, they grow and they become a lot closer as the story goes along. And I really believe that it's because of Dante's influence, because Aristotle sees Dante with his parents and they're really affectionate towards each other, and he looks at them and thinks, oh, me and my parents don't do that. Like, there's a scene where Dante introduces Aristotle to his father, and immediately when Dante sees his dad, he goes over and kisses him on the cheek, and Aristotle's standing there going, I don't do that. When was the last time I even gave my dad a hug? Like, he begins to think these things that he hasn't thought about, and it, you know, gives him the courage to be closer with his father, which I think is just beautiful. Like, I adored this book so much. If you haven't caught on already, I absolutely adored it. Like, I love the story. I love these two boys, and, you know, they're living in a time when, you know, coming out isn't all that great. I will give a trigger warning in this book for homophobia, because there's just a lot of hatred towards Dante, you know, throughout the story, you know, because he's coming to terms with who he is. And yeah, there's a bit of a hate crime in this book, you know, towards Dante, so just be wary of that. And yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else that I could say other than this is beautiful. I adored the way Benjamin has written this story of these two amazing, wonderful young boys who grow into young men, because it goes from when they're about 15 until they're in their last year of high school, so they're like 17 going on 18, and just seeing them grow as people, not just obviously not just their relationship with each other, but like their relationship with their families, and growing to come to terms with what's going on in their own heads. And like, it's just, Ari really, really goes through a real like come to Jesus sort of like moment in this book, because I really truly believe that it's through him being with Dante and Dante's love of poetry and of books and his relationship with his family that inspires Ari to you know, to be more open and to talk to his father and to ask his mother the questions that he's been afraid to ask her, you know, about his brother and everything. So honestly, I said this on Twitter last night, this is honestly one of the best books I've ever read. Honestly, like, well and truly, and I have granted it a spot on the favorite shelf right here in front of me. So yeah, that's really all I can say about this book, because I'll literally just spend another 8 minutes or so going on and on about it and how amazing it is. And if you haven't read this, I highly recommend that you do, because it's beautiful. It's such a beautiful book and a beautiful story. So yeah, that is pretty much it for my review of Aristotle and Dante, Discover the Secrets of the Universe. 5 out of 5 stars to this amazing, wonderful book. And like I said at the beginning of this video, there will be links down below, as many as I can find, towards the Black Lives Matter movement and to just getting justice. And I want to say to all of you that are out there protesting, I love you. Stay safe, wear your masks, drink plenty of water, and yeah, you are all making such an amazing difference, and change is coming. I well and truly believe that change is going to come for you, and I will be praying for all of you. Anyway, I love you all. Instagram, Twitter, down below. Links to the Black Lives Matter movement will be on my social media as well. Subscribe if you want to, and ring the bell for when I upload, because I will be putting up another video very soon. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Stay safe.